Hey there. Let's be honest. Overthinking can be exhausting. You replay scenarios in your mind, analyze every little detail, and before you know it, you're stuck in a loop, unable to make a decision. Sound familiar? Don't worry, you're not alone. Today, I'm sharing 5 simple strategies to stop overthinking and start making better decisions. Let's dive in. Tip number 1. Recognize when you're overthinking. The first step to stopping overthinking is to notice when it's happening. Pay attention to your thought patterns. Are you replaying the same situation in your head over and over? Are you focused on the what-ifs instead of the what is? A great way to catch yourself is to ask, is this problem solvable right now? If the answer is no, you're likely stuck in overthinking mode. Just identifying this can help you shift gears. Another thing to watch for is physical signs of overthinking. Are you feeling tense, pacing around the room, losing sleep? Your body often gives you clues that your mind is spinning too much. Take a moment to pause and acknowledge it. It's the first step toward breaking the cycle. Tip number 2, set a decision deadline. Overthinking often happens because we don't set limits on how long we'll think about a decision. Instead of endlessly debating, give yourself a specific amount of time to decide, whether it's 10 minutes, an hour, or a day. For example, if you're deciding what to wear to an event, give yourself 5 minutes. If it's a bigger decision, like switching jobs, give yourself a few days. The key is to stick to your deadline and make a choice, even if it's not perfect. Here's a tip. Write your deadline on a sticky note or in your planner. Having a visual reminder helps you stay accountable and prevents you from spiraling into endless overthinking. Tip number 3, focus on what you can control. Overthinking tends to spiral when we obsess over things we can't change. Instead, redirect your energy to what's within your control. Let's say you're worried about an upcoming presentation. You can't control how others will react, but you can control how prepared you are. When you find yourself overthinking, ask, what can I do about this right now? Taking even small actions will help you feel more in control and less stuck in your head. For example, if you're worried about a conversation with someone, you can't predict their exact response, but you can rehearse what you'll say and focus on staying calm during the discussion. Action beats overthinking every time. Tip number 4, limit your options. Did you know that having too many choices can actually make decisions harder? It's called decision paralysis, and it's a common cause of overthinking. Here's the fix. Narrow down your options to 2 or 3. For example, if you're picking a restaurant, eliminate places you've already been and focus on just a few new ones. Limiting your choices makes it easier to weigh the pros and cons without getting overwhelmed. And if you're really stuck, try flipping a coin. Sometimes the moment the coin lands, you'll realize what you actually wanted all along. It's a neat psychological trick. Tip number 5, practice self-compassion. Overthinking is often fueled by fear of making the wrong choice or being judged. But here's the thing, no one makes perfect decisions all the time, and that's okay. Remind yourself that it's better to make a decision and adjust later than to stay stuck. Be kind to yourself, and remember that every choice is an opportunity to learn. If you mess up, you can always course correct. Here's a useful mantra. Done is better than perfect. Repeat that to yourself whenever you're stuck in overthinking mode. Progress matters more than perfection. Bonus tip. Use the 10-10-10 rule. Here's a little bonus tip for big decisions. Ask yourself, how will I feel about this in 10 minutes, 10 months, and 10 years? This perspective helps you see the bigger picture and focus on what really matters, not just the short-term worries. For example, if you're debating whether to say no to a social invitation, think, in 10 minutes, I might feel guilty. In 10 months, I probably won't even remember it. And in 10 years, it definitely won't matter. This kind of perspective can simplify tough choices. Final thoughts. Overthinking can feel like a trap, But with the right strategies, you can break free and start making decisions with confidence. Remember, the goal isn't to eliminate all thoughts. It's to focus your energy on what truly matters. Here's a quick recap. Recognize when you're overthinking. Set a decision deadline. Focus on what you can control. Limit your options. Practice self-compassion. And don't forget that bonus 10-10-10 rule. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share your favorite tip in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more advice on mastering life's challenges. See you next time.